Hello, everyone. My name is Weifeng. I'm the microsurgery teacher here in University of Wisconsin-Madison. And today we have a guest student, Jaina. Jaina is from is a visiting student, so we provide an opportunity for the visiting student to practice in the lab, so we can talk about the microscope, the suture, and the instrument. And then we practice some basic floor tactic, so we can set them up to success, and it also increase their confidence in the OR. Yeah, so Gina, what is your experience in? Oh, tell us a little bit about you first, like school and.
Okay, yeah. Hello, I am Jaina. I'm from Georgia originally, but I go to school at Texas Tech. And I went to undergrad at Notre Dame where I played soccer, and I'm hoping to match into plastics this coming year. So
Yeah,
excited.
great. Yeah. So, what is your experience in microsurgery?
Mainly observational. I
Observation.
have done one venous anastomosis before, but in terms of like arterial anastomoses and stuff like that, I've only observed. And yeah, I'm very novice to it. So I've seen a lot, but I haven't like done it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so like microsurgery actually is kind of hiding very deep inside plastic surgery or ENT. So everyone start from there, and then uh, only when you go to the OR and then you learn into a micro case, you will see, oh, microsurgery, that's microsurgery. Or you have to kind of see the microsurgery until you start a residency. So here, that's why we provide this opportunity to the medical student. So you guys can expose to microsurgery earlier. Okay, so today we will talk about the microscope, instrument, and suture, and then practice some basic skill and see how far we can go. Okay, yeah,
Sounds
let's
good.
get started. So firstly, we will talk about the microscope. So the microscope, this is a senior microscope. It's where like one of the urology, they bring their resident to our lab for boot camp, and then the program director saw this one and said, that's the microscope when he was the resident. So the microscope, there's three parts, like the eyepiece, objective lens, and then the foot control. Mostly even the microscope now in the OR is different, but it's the same. It's the same mechanism and same principle to set it up. So the first thing is here. So most of the people, this one is very familiar, is the interpupil distance. So when it matches our eyes, that means both of our eyes can see one field. So yeah, now you can try. You can go from the larger and then go smaller, and then or from the small go to the bigger, and until it matches your eyes. Okay. Yeah. Great. So now I want you to take a look up here, and here's there's 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so 10 is the magnification of the eyepiece. And look at here, 0.4, that's the objective length. So now the magnification of the microscope is multiplied by these two numbers. So now it's 4. 4 is really a very minimum magnification, just like a loop. We can do on the big vessels. And here there's a plus and minus. So this one is very important for the microscope. So like if our eye is normal, like this one, Here there's a white bar. See, come here and see that.
Mhm.
So if your eye is normal, or like some of the students they wearing glasses, that means their eye already correct. So make sure put it into the neutral position. If you put it on here, like this glass side, now this lens become reading glasses for the senior people, for the far-sighted people. If it turns to like the negative part, the minor part, it become glasses for the nearsighted people. So think about if our eyes normal and then you're wearing a nearsighted glasses, you cannot see anything, right? Have you wearing somebody else's glasses?
Am I wearing someone else's?
Yeah.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Before? Yes.
Yeah, so like if you try your grandma's glasses, you cannot see anything.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. You cannot wear your grandma's glasses doing microsurgery. That's impossible. Yeah. So that's a very important part. I don't know until I teach. So sometimes that's a problem when you go to the OR, your teacher is doing microsurgery. That means he can see clear, and then you set up everything, and then you cannot see clear. That's maybe two reasons. Maybe there's microscope something wrong. There may be another reason is maybe the teacher they didn't adjust this one to match their eyes. So without correcting the eyes before they set it up, you and your student or you and your teacher, you won't be able to see the same focus level at the same time. So in that situation, you can go to check your teacher's microscope, or you can, if you don't want to interrupt your teacher, you can just turn this one to no matter glass side or the minor side, until you can see clear. It's kind of, you correct the difference between your teachers. It's kind of like you're making a prescription glasses for you right away in by turning this, changing the diameter of the lens. Okay, and then we want to look straight. So we want to sit straight and look straight. So looking down is not good for our neck. Looking up is also not good. And try to find a very comfortable position, but sometimes it's not possible. But in the lab, yeah, try to let your foot can touch the ground, and your elbow can rest on the table like 90 degrees comfortably. And then we look forward or a little bit look down. That's comfortable position. Okay. Now you can step on the. You can see that on the left side there's a zoom, and then the right side the black pedal is the focus. Yeah, you can step on the zoom and zoom in and see. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, you can step it all the way. Yeah, go all the way. Go all the way to the end. And we just see it. Now come out to see here. Now it's 24. So now 2.4. Now the magnification of the microscope is 24. Okay. Zoom out microscope again. Yeah, when you work the foot pedal, and then we can turn this on. This is manually adjust it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when there's low power or something. Okay, and then the focus is kind of to adjust the microscope. The pedal is for a fine adjust. For rough focus, we move the whole microscope to up and down to find a rough focus, and then we use the foot control fine adjustment. You can use your heel to step on the side close to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easier, I figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now zoom up the. Oh, now go to the user screen. Yeah, good. Now it's very good, very clear. Right in your side, now I can see very clear. What about in your side? Are you in good
Yeah.
focus now?
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah, just think about this is a toy. Just play with a big toy. So it's very solid, it won't break anything. Just try step on here and there.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, now you know, yeah. So we don't want to, it's okay. We want perfect. Because if there's something like still blur, it's totally not good for microsurgery. You're getting fatigue very easy and you cannot help because you cannot see clear. So every time we want to go to a perfect status of the microscope, like here, like now, right? You can see very clear, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's the standard. Don't just, it's okay for me. No.
Okay.
And now I want you to write down now is the diameter of the field. Okay? Yeah. The paper, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How many, what is the diameter of the field? Don't need to be very accurate, just kind of,
Okay.
yeah,
60.
60, okay? Yeah, so now it's 4 times, the diameter is 60,
Okay. 60.
yeah. And then the depth, we can take a look at that. Now it's like, how many millimeter we can see, very clear. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter, just kind of estimate.
Like 55.
35?
60.
Here, no, like this one is already blurred. We don't want to do microsurgery looking like this.
Oh, you're talking about till where it gets blurry.
Yeah, like we want a very sharp imaging.
Oh,
very sharp
25.
imaging. Okay, 25, nice. Yeah, so the depth is 25. Okay, now zoom in the microscope. Yeah, you go all the way to the end. Okay, now it's our focus, right? So we move the microscope a little bit to find a rough focus. Yeah, you go up and down and see. Yeah, let you try. Yeah, just go to a rough focus and then we can use our foot control.
There we go.
Actually, now it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can use the foot control and see if we can getting better or it's already very good.
There we go.
Yeah, go back a little bit. If you go back a little bit, it will be bad, even better.
That's worse. There we go.
Okay. Now we can see what is the diameter we can see.
9.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now it's at 24 times. The diameter is like only 9 millimeter. Okay, let's take a look at depth. How many millimeter we can see clear?
Like 2.5 maybe.
Yeah, okay, just 2.
2. Okay.
So now I want, Jaina, I want you to imagine there's a space we can do microsurgery. So at 4 times magnification, this space is like 6 centimeter wide and then 2 meter high. That's the space or the box we can do microsurgery within there. Outside, we cannot see clear, so we don't want to do microsurgery outside that box. And when we zoom in all the way like to 24 times, this space is going to like so small. It become only like 1 millimeter and 2 millimeter high. Out of that, we cannot see clear. We don't want to do microsurgery there. So it become the space become very minimal. Nothing about that. It's only 2 millimeter.
Yeah.
So that suggests when we doing microsurgery, like in the high power, so small space, it require very high control, good control of our hands. And I feel in this magnification, even the digital position, digital artery position can cause some trouble when we're working on this scale of magnification. And our eye and our hand move a little bit and then out of the view. And our eye need to focus a lot. So it's very easy to getting tired in working on a higher magnification. So one of the principles is in microsurgery is not going to see the things bigger, but going to the lowest magnification, we can see the structure clear, and then we can see the more things. That's even more important. So going to the lower power, we can see things clear and comfortable. Don't go to higher power to see things bigger. So that's one of the principles to set up the microscope, using the microscope. Okay, now you zoom out the microscope. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, and then zoom in the microscope again. Yeah. Hey, Jaina, do you see now this time? When we zoom in and zoom out, the microscope stay in focus, right? At the first time when we zoom in and then the microscope out of focus, right? So what's the difference? Why there's difference? Why now it's staying focused and then at the beginning we zoom in and then it lose focus?
There's
What did we
something to
do?
focus onto. Like we had something centered.
Yeah, center. Yeah, center. So now I want to talk about the depth. The depth is not only there's two number there. So the practical of how we using the depth in the practice is to set up a microscope. Think about at the 4 times. The depth is like 2.5 centimeter. So when we can see clear, this ruler maybe in here, maybe in here, maybe in here. And when we zoom in all the way, the depth becomes so small, like 2 millimeter. If the ruler is here, and then if you out of focus a little bit, if the ruler is here, you out of focus a lot. So then we refocus the microscope. That means the ruler is in here. And then we zoom out the microscope. What happens is the depth become bigger, right? The lower magnification, the depth bigger. Then the bigger depths will including small depth inside. That's why after we focus the microscope in 24 times, when we go out, we zoom out, the microscope is stay in focus.
Okay.
And that's the best data of the microscope, right? In the OR, we want the microscope can stay in focus no matter we zoom in and zoom out. So we don't need to refocus the microscope again and again.
Okay.
For example, like we do finger implantation, we may use like A to fix the artery. We go to lower power like at 6 to fix the digital nerve. Maybe go to 10 to fix to repair the vein. So if we set up the microscope in higher power, then like maybe go to like 10, 16 or 20. And then when we zoom out to the appropriate power to do different things, we don't need to adjust the microscope. That's a very convenient and efficient way of doing microsurgery. So this data of the microscope, after I talk to the that is my representative. He said that's a parfocal. He said, I described how I set up the microscope, and then he said, oh, that's parfocal. So parfocal is the center, the focus at the middle, and then it's kind of share this focal point when it's going zooming out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's the depth. How we use the depth. It's not only just two number. Yeah. So that's the microscope.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Any question?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Great. So now I believe when you go to the OR, when you sit there, you have a very clear mind, so you can set up here and then match your eye first, and then even you have some issue coming up, you know how to adjust it. When you cannot see clear, you may understand, maybe I can use this one, or maybe there's something wrong on the teacher's side. Okay. And now next up, let's talk about the instrument. So the instrument, you can see here, there's a lot of instrument. And there's also even more instrument there. Have you tried to use microsurgery instrument? Yeah. So the instrument, there's a lot of instrument, but actually there's only 4 instruments. Now the needle holder, scissor, pickup, or
Are these not
forceps.
scissors?
That's a good question. That's a scissor and needle holder combined.
Oh,
Combination.
okay.
You see that in general instrument, right? There's something similar in microsurgery. Yeah, I'll tell you more about that. So this is needle holder, scissor, forceps, and dilator. If you have these 4 instruments, that's good for microsurgery. If you don't have dilator, forceps is also good. So there's only 3 instruments that's good for microsurgery already. There's other different things it's about the size or different design and something. So like this is the needle holder. What is the difference you see?
Different length, and
Yeah, different lengths. Yeah,
some are more curved than others.
yeah,
I mean, color, obviously.
yeah, color. Yeah,
And then this one has, and how fine the points are.
yeah. The point. Yeah, the tip is the most important part. Yeah, and then like the color. This color is the titanium instrument. Yeah, you can feel it. And this is a stainless steel, so it's a little bit heavier, but it's not significant difference. The stainless steel, the problem is slowly it will got magnetized.
Okay.
Like the screwdriver, we may like the magnetized screwdriver so that the screw can attach to the screwdriver. But in the microsurgery, when it got magnetized, it's very annoying. Because when we try to pick up the needle, and then the needle attached to the instrument.
Yeah.
So that's why we need to demagnetize it. And the titanium instrument, the good thing is they won't got magnetized. That's very good, right? That's the best feature I feel. Is not about the weight, how much it weighs. And then you can see here, that's a locking instrument. Now you can take a look how it locks. Zoom out the microscope to the lower part. Yeah, try and see how it lock and how it unlock. See that? So there's a hook. When you reach the hook, it lock, and then when we push beyond, it unlock.
Okay.
Yeah. So the locking instrument, one good feature about that is it can hold the needle like our regular needle driver, regular needle holder. So it won't lose the needle. Like the microsurgery is also the same. We can catch the needle, and then we can set it on the side, so you won't lose it.
Okay, yeah.
But in the real practice, one problem is once you lock it, you have to unlock it. So it's not like this instrument you can just use freely. They are very convenient. So that's one part of the disadvantage of the locking instrument. So I don't like the locking instrument actually.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like this one to just use it freely. Yeah, and then this is the flat handle, right? This is the round handle. You can see. So the flat handle and round handle, different teacher has different preference. Like Dr. Paul, he likes flat handle. I like the round handle, and there's different ideas. And later, I realized that's not only about the personal preference. There's another reason another factor is the different surgery we do. Like Dr. Paul, they did a lot of DIEP, breast reconstruction. That's a big piece of fat tissue. And our hand glove is getting very greasy. And then it's hard to holding a round handle instrument. The flat handle, you can holding it very steadily, so it's good, feel comfortable. That's one of the reason I think different teacher they may prefer. Like I was a hand surgeon, so mostly my glove is a bloody glove, so I like the round handle instrument because it's easier to turn. That feature is very convenient, making it using a round handle instrument. Like this flat handle, sometimes if you want to turn, you have to turn your hand. Yeah. And here, the most important feature of the instrument is the tip. Like this actually is the standard instrument for the reconstructive microsurgery, for plastic surgery. Like this, you can see, like let's go under, when it goes to standard, we set standard, that means the tip is 0.3. 0.3 millimeter. Like this one is also a 0.3. See, this one is also a 0.3. There are different features. Like this, the tip is a little bit more pointy, so it's good to pick up a smaller needle. But this one is bigger. It's about like 0.5. Bigger. The tip, we can use it to holding a longer needle or bigger needle, like on the AO suture or something. This is also a 0.3. This is the rainbow instrument. Rainbow instrument is designed for the super microsurgery, like that, lymphedema, LVA. Yeah. So the LVA we usually we use like 11-0 suture, so the needle is way smaller. So it's you can see the tip is thinner and even more pointy. So this one is got damaged and retired from the OR. So I sharpen it. It still works much better than this standard instrument when it goes to the smaller vessel. So here's some number, we can see here. There's S&T, right? That's a company. This C is the curve. That means there's a curved tip. There's some needle holder is the straight tip, straight needle holder. But mostly the curved needle holder is easier to manipulating the needle. So we prefer the curved needle most of the time. One of my professor he preferred a straight needle holder. Like this curved needle holder, sometimes we need to pointing it down. Sometimes when we're holding the needle, most of the time we would like to hold it like this way. When we try to pick up something, we may pointing it down. My professor, his idea is the straight needle holder is always straight, so he don't need to turn the instrument. Actually.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So I think that's a good idea. Then let's take a look at the information on here. This is the Hemi is the company. So the length is 15 centimeter long. This is the round handle. curved needle holder. The tip is 0.1. So it labels a lot of information there. This one, Zumax is the company. It's a microsurgery school company. So 0.3, 14 centimeter long, curved tip. So yeah, when you go to the OR, you can take a look what's information on that. When you go to the OR. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you try. Yeah, try different things and see. Yeah, feel the round handle and the flat handle. Yeah, you can feel the difference. The flat handle is more steady. You can feel. Yeah, and holding the instrument is like holding a pen. And also doing microsurgery is also like translate how you do writing. Only use your finger, right? Like if we're writing something, like we don't move our whole hands like that. Like we're writing Jaina, we just use our finger, right? It's the same thing. Doing microsurgery is the same thing. At the beginning, our hand is kind of feeling rusty, and then it's hard to move. And then I want you to kind of think about, okay, it's not an instrument, but a pen. Translate how to write your name into microsurgery. That's it. So that most of the time, we only need to move 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter or even half millimeter. That's really like you writing a name really small, really small.
I like the curved because like I can imagine as you're like suturing and stuff, just the curve. You only have to do that. Whereas with the flat, it's not as smooth, and like you can like kind of
turning. This one is hard to turn. So that's why I think in different situations we can use different things. Okay. One of the features like here. Now you can see here they send it down wide open. So this is a very good design. If most of the instruments now they already make this, there's a gap. See? So because at the beginning when they designed this one, design the instrument, they design like even like this, even like here, this general instrument, they already send this down because sometimes the suture will get caught in here. So to avoid that, they make here there's a gap so the suture won't get caught in here. I think about if here there's very minimal space, and sometimes the suture will get stuck in there. So if you go to other country, and then they may have their instrument produced in their country, they may not well design like these good companies. So and then sometimes if you feel, oh, the suture get caught in there, that may be they didn't sand this down and make it wide open. Like this one is very minimum space there. Now you can see. So here there may be a higher risk the suture get caught in there. This side is better. This side has a smaller cap there. Okay, that's the needle holder. Now we'll talk about a scissor. Scissor. You can take a picture when you won't able to see so many different needle holder at the same time. Like this needle holder. I bought it for when I was doing a kidney transplant for another lab. the kidney transplant lab, the microscope only allow one people. It's facing the wall.
Okay.
And then the protocol is the warm ischemia time is less. We need to within 30 minutes. That means I need to finish a kidney transplant within 30 minutes. It's really hard because one finish the vein, finish the artery. I can do it like if we work together maybe 10, 12 minutes. So I setting it up, everything very good, but while I was doing anastomosis, I realized nobody can help me to cut the suture. So after I finish stitch, I need to put down the needle holder and then pick up the scissor, and then I go to cut the suture and then put down the needle scissor and then pick up the needle holder again and then go to pick up the needle again and do. So every time it's like 32, 33 minutes, making it really stressful because 2 minutes is almost the time you get done. And then I know there's a needle holder like that, so I order this one, and so I can finish the stitch and then I just cut it and then keep going. That saves me like 4 or 5 minutes every time, so I can feel 25 minutes, 28 minutes, okay, get done. So this can save me like about 5 minutes. But sometimes I make a mistake is like because there's scissor. When I try to pick up the needle, actually the suture was still inside the scissor, and then I cut the suture.
Yep.
And some like in a way I use running suture. So when I cut it, I have to start from the beginning, or I have to restart another one of the running. So later I realized, keep it close. Only when you pick up the needle and then you open it. Only when you find the needle and then open it. Don't just let it open and then travel everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of lesson and a lot of mistakes I have made. And every time I tell it, the Western, that's the real lesson and mistake I make. And that's scissor. Now you can see the scissor. That is the same like the needle, the round body, round handle, flat handle, and the blade size. So this 2 scissors is the standard set in the plastic surgery. So the blade, when it goes to standard set in the plastic surgery, is like the blade is like 2 centimeters long. The blade from the tip to the joint. This one is smaller, is for hand surgery. So from the tip to the blade here is like 1.5. And this is a little bit finer. So from the tip to here is like 1.2. So, and they have a special name. You see, this is a curved scissor. This is a straight scissor. I think about a curved scissor in general practice. We use curved scissor for dissection. Right? Most of the time we won't use a straight scissor to dissect something else. So the name of the curved scissor is dissecting scissor.
Okay.
Dissecting scissor. So here, take a look up here. Scissor, SNT's company. Scissor, dissecting, curve, 15 centimeter long. And then the straight scissor. Straight scissor also has a special name, adventitious scissor. Adventitious scissor. And when you go to a textbook, before we do anastomosis, we need to trim the adventitia a little bit, to clean the adventitia a little bit, to prevent it going to the lumen. Because the adventitia is the external coagulation factor 3. It's a very potent coagulation factor. Once it gets into the lumen, the platelet and fibrinogen, they will detect it and they will recognize that's a hole, because only when the intima got damaged, they will see the external tissue. So they try to attach it and fix it, and then we start a coagulation cascade. So we need to remove this one to trim it a little bit by about 2-3 millimeters from the edge to prevent it going to the lumen. In the textbook, most of the time you may see is we can use forceps to pull the adventitia away from the edge, and then use straight scissor to cut right here. And I think that's maybe the reason they name a straight scissor as an adventitia scissor at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But that's too good to be true. Like in a real surgery, if we can pull the adventitia like that way, like just pulling it away from the vessel, that means this vessel already damaged. The adventitia already got degloved from the median layer. So actually most of the time, and then we need to trim this part away. Most of the time, even we doing the trimming the adventitia, we still use the curved scissor. Like we will pick up from multiple edges, and then we just trim it a little bit down and then cut it away, instead of like the textbook said, okay, pull it away and then cut. That's not true. But I mean, that may be the reason they at the beginning they name it adventitia scissor. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at this. Like this one is longer. So longer as we walk on a deeper space. Alright, this is a company's name. So what's that?
Scissor.
Yeah,
Dissecting curved.
yeah.
18 some years long.
Yeah, 18 centimeters long, yeah.
R is.
R is the round handle, rounding
Okay.
handle. And then this A is the A millimeter of the diameter of the handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a global standard. So every company, they make the round handle instrument, they make it 8 millimeter. Sometimes in the ophthalmic surgery, they make it like 7 millimeter, a little bit smaller. But most of the round handle, like all instrument, they are 8 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why they make it 8, but it feels like it's comfortable, not too big. Maybe bigger one is easier to control. So
So scissor, dissecting curved, 15 centimeters long, round handle, 8F12.
yeah, so A is the 8 millimeter of the diameter. So remember 12 is the blade, the length of the blade is 12 millimeter long. So this F is the fine blade. Now this is a big blade, so this is the fine blade.
Oh, okay.
Fine blade. So actually this one is not as fine as the hand surgery one. So actually when I was looking for this instrument, I want to buy a 5-blade scissor to replace a 5-blade scissor already blunt. And then I searched these numbers online, and then this scissor come up. I feel, oh, that's the same one, and then the price is much cheaper than the real 5-blade scissor. I don't know, but and then I ordered it. That 5-blade scissor is like $700. This one is about, I forgot, maybe 300, half price of that. I feel, wow, that's great, good price. But when I got this one, I realized we got what we pay for. It's different. So every company, the concept of fine is different. So like this one is actually the same of this one. There's not much difference, just a little bit shorter. So the 5-blade scissor is it's narrower, sharper, so it's good for cutting something small, dissecting something really small, like the vessel. This one, when it goes to like 16 times or 20 times magnification, it looks huge. It's really not good for the simple microsurgery. Like the rainbow instrument, this one is 100 or 1,500. The scissor of this rainbow, in this rainbow set, it's also 1,500. The blade is really good and fine. We can work on that. Remember the vessel very comfortable. So yeah, that's true. You pay what you get, or you got what you pay for. It's really. So that's the Caesar. Yeah, you can try. Yeah, try the Caesar. And the Caesar, micro Caesar, like you can cut this suture. This suture was great from last time. Uh, so only use the micro Caesar in microsurgery. Don't use it to cut like the gauze or cut this big suture, because it will getting blunt very quickly. Once it getting blunt, the company won't. Some of the company provide a sharpening service, but it won't go back to the original
Sharpness.
sharper.
Okay.
So if we just use to cut the vessel or cut a micro suture, it can last for a very long time. Like this is already, okay, I think, more than 7 years since I was here, since I have been here. Some of the scissor, they just used to cut the silicone tubing. When they're making like the electrode, sometimes I don't know who, they come into here and then use the micro scissor. And then it's after they use it, when I use it in a microsurgery, it becomes so blunt, even not able to cut the adventitia. And then I know somebody use it not just in the microsurgery. Sometimes just cut the electric tubing or something. It's very easy to cut damage. Okay, that's the scissor. Now this is the forceps. Now you can see the forceps longer, so this one looks very stronger, right? This has a very sharp tip. This one is a round body, rounder handle. So yeah, that's the forceps. And then the forceps, the design. Now when we go under the microscope, you can see the forceps design is really fine, so you can touch the tip very accurately. So that is very helpful when we try to pick up something. This rainbow instrument is also designed by the father of super microsurgery in Japan, Dr. Kushima. Yeah. But you can see it's not good for pick up the suture, because if we want to pick up the suture, we need to go to the very tip.
Oh yeah.
Right? So that making it is not so easy. So we need to squeeze a lot to catch the suture. That's the problem. And then the design of this scissor, you can squeeze it. And then it's because it's long, so it's easier to close one segment on the tip. So this long forceps is a little bit better for the handling the suture, but it's not. And then it's not very good at pick up the small structure very accurately, right? So, and this is the angle forceps. Angle forceps making it easier to working something under the vessel or under the artery or something. And when it goes to the this standard, okay, let's go into the standard. 0.3.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is also a 0.3, right? This one is 0.15. And this one is 0.3. So, yeah, so most of the standard, they make it like 0.3. This one is way smaller. So the original tip is 0.05.
Wow.
12 centimeter long, 0.05.
What's HR mean?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I need to ask them. Maybe, yeah, I need to ask them, ask the company. Yeah. So like at the beginning, I don't know I don't know the F. I don't know the F mean. And then I asked the company, oh, that's 5 bladed. That means, yeah, okay. I will get an answer for next
Okay.
student. So like the 0.05 is 1/6 of that standard instrument. I think about if we work on the lymphatic vessel, the lymphatic vessel is like 0.5. It's really hard to use a 0.3 instrument to pick it up and then put stitch and stitch on it. So this one is making the final tip, making we can do the super microsurgery very. It's still not very easy, but it's helping us to get a higher successful rate. And also this final instrument making us become a better microsurgeon. Even we have the same skill. Yeah, so like this one, the instruction is like sometimes when we adjust the instrument, we tap on the table, but never tap this one on the table, because once you tap it on the table, probably you already lose that 0.05 tip. So this one actually is retired from the OR, and you can see still pretty fine, a little bit not very good. Yeah, you can see.
Slightly bent.
Yeah, slightly bent, and one side maybe a little bit long. Yeah, but still.
Very good for practice.
Yeah, very good for practice. Like here. Yeah, so you know the micro forceps is, they name it as jeweler forceps, right?
Jeweler
JF.
forceps?
Yeah, jeweler forceps.
Okay.
This one is also
Jeweler forceps.
jeweler forceps. Because microsurgery, we don't have forceps at the beginning. When they have to do microsurgery, they go to the jeweler company to borrow their forceps.
Oh yeah, because of how fine everything is.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why we still name it as jeweler forceps.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so this 5 is a 5-inch. And here this 3 jeweler angle forceps, long forceps. This 3 is like a 0.3, the time of the tip. Yeah, you can try. Okay. Now this is another tool. It looks like the needle or the forceps, but take a look at the tip. This tip is really smooth and shiny, and from this side we can see it's like a taper, right? So this is the dilator.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it design can, like the tip can touch one segment. So the dilator, like when we cut the vessel and dissect it, and then trim the adventitia, and then we use saline for irrigation, and then expose to the room temperature. So the smooth muscle will tend to contract and then shut down.
Yeah, you put that in, and that's when like you do the saline flush. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That makes sense because I never knew what the difference was between like a dilator and like one of the pickups because it looks the same like to the naked eye.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So before we do the anastomosis, we would like to use a dilator to make it go back to the normal size, or sometimes making it bigger, dilated, so we can reduce the discrepancy between the receiving vessel and the donor vessel. Now you can see the tip. This is the standard set. This is the final set. So this is the 0.3. This is the 0.1. You can see like here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 0.1. This is a standard one. Is 0.3. So and then also like because it can touch one segment on the tip, making it easier to pick up suture. So in microsurgery, where's the suture? Is disappear.
I don't know where it went.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. And so in the OR, most of the time when it goes to the anastomosis, you may see the teacher use needle holder and dilator because it can pick up a suture easier. Yeah, okay, I try. Oh, here. So dilator D, dilator 5-inch, angle 0.1. Angle, like some of the dilator actually they make it as the same shape of like this one, only the tip is different. But think about the vessel is like this way, so this angle dilator is easier to put into the lumen. So this angle dilator. This one is dilator 5-inch angle. So when it goes to the standard, they may kind of skip that 3, so they don't put the 3 there. Yeah, okay, fine. Have you used copper?
I have.
Yeah. So the copper is a very good design product, right? So yeah, you already use it, so it's kind of.
I've only used it once though, so I would love to see you.
Yeah. So the arrow towards the arrow. So then we install it. Yeah. Okay. Take it out. Take this out. But we need to go all the way back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can I put this out? Okay. Yeah. When it go all the way in, and then this button actually there's a hook. The hook will catch the handle of the.
Okay, so it doesn't quite catch the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Now you turn and then you will see what happened.
Goes together.
Yeah. So when we turn this spatulate arm, we kind of squeeze the copper to match. Yeah. So when it just fit into this gap, and then we use a hemostat to make sure that the pin go into each other in a good one, very deep and holding each other good. And then this finger is going to the gap here as this one move forward. This finger is kind of push the copper out of this holder. Yeah, so that's a very good design.
Yeah. Do you mean to do it or?
Yeah, you can go not all the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then we take it out. We press this. So there's a hook catch here. This is there's a groove. So when I press down, you see. So and then there's like a hockey forceps, hockey stick forceps, like that. So you can use to press the vessel on the pins. So that's the instrument. Any question about the instrument?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay, let's go move forward like that. This is the suture. Before I have so many suture, I don't know they're so important to understand the suture. It's funny. Okay, now you write down like 8O, 9O, 10O, 11O, 12O. Mostly that's all the suture we use. Like in cardiovascular surgery or transplanting, we use 5O, 6 or 7O. And the suture material sometimes also different. And 12O. Yeah. So most of the time, AO we use on the vessel like 3-4 millimeter, like the IMA. And then the 9O we use on like 2 to 3 millimeter, like the radial artery, ulnar artery, or the helical of the ALT, something like that. And then the 10O we use on the 1 to 2 millimeter, like the common digital artery or the arch in the hand. And then 11O we use on sub-millimeter vessel, sub-millimeter vessel, less than 1 millimeter. When it goes to like the super microsurgery, we still can use the 11O, but when it goes to like half millimeter, think about if we do an anastomosis on a half millimeter vessel, we still need to do 5-6 suture there. So if we have 12O, it's better to use a 12O.
Okay.
Yeah. So like here's the 11O, 10O, 9O, 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 and what is closing? It's too bright. This is AO, another AO. So when at the beginning I thought, okay, that just AO suture or something. So in when the stem cell lab, they asked us to do a vessel transplant to a femoral artery of the primate. The vessel is big. They asked me, oh, what suture do you like? It's an AO suture. And then when I go to the OR in the primate center, I open the suture during the anastomosis. I feel, oh, it's so hard. It's not the same AO I use in the lab. That's this one, AO suture. So when it goes to the suture, we can see like here, 0.4 metric. That's the suture size. This 9O is 0.3 metric, 10O is 0.2 metric, 11O is 0.1 metric, the 12O is 0.01 metric. So this metric is a pharmacology number. It's hard to relate to inch or millimeter. And this is the length of the suture, 13 centimeter long. This is 15 centimeter long. And this is the material, color, material, and the monofilament. And this is the needle material, ethanol. Something even more important is the needle. The problem I use in that monkey surgery is this. Take a look at this. This is the needle information. BV. Guess what BV stands for?
I know that the acronyms for needles are actually really weird. They don't mean what you think they are.
For blood vessel.
Blood vessel, okay.
Blood vessel. Yeah. So blood vessel, 130 micron. That's the diameter of the needle. And then this is 3.8 millimeter long, the needle, the length of the needle. Some of the company, this number is like the core, the length of the core. 3/8 circumference. We don't like the half circumference needle. Like in the tendon repair, we may use the half circumference needle. That's the taper, right? Taper. Taper tip considered as a traumatic needle. We don't like the cutting needle. Cutting needle mostly is for the skin because the skin is really tough. So when it goes to this suture, 3.8 millimeter, and then we use on a 3 millimeter long vessel, big vessel. So when I use it, the problem is too short the needle. Every time I need to take 2 steps. Entry by and then maybe take it out and then go to do an exit by. And sometimes it's really hard to pick up the needle from the other side. After I pierce the vessel, I need to go into the lumen because it didn't show up in the edge of the vessel. And then I realized that's the wrong suture. Think about the AO suture we work on a big vessel, it should have a long needle. So I told them to, okay, donate this one to our teaching and then buy something new. Like this one is much better because the length of the suture is 5 millimeter. So I prefer this one for on the AO suture. And later I realized there's different things on the same suture. Right? This is 9O. Take a look at this one. The same needle on the AO of the AO suture, and this is the suture. The needle is even more weird, right? Spatulate needle. So this VAS at the beginning I thought is vascular, but actually it's vas deferens. The urology they do a reverse vasectomy, so the vas deferens is the structure is very different from the vessel. The lumen is very small. There's a thick, smooth muscle there. So it's because the function they need to contract and then send the sperm from the testicle all the way to come out from So it's when the vessel was so thick, so they designed this sharper needle to go to pierce the wall. And also it's when they do this anastomosis, they always from inside out because the lumen is so tiny. When from the outside in, it's hard to find the lumen and take the needle out from there. So they always from the inside out, both side and double arms to use that. So that's something special in there, urology. And also ophthalmic surgery, they use this spatulate needle, like this one. See? This is the ophthalmic needle, like this shape. In the ophthalmic surgery, why they make this one? I asked a friend. He told me that the eye tissue is really different from the vessel. It's thick and sticky. And think about the eye, there's liquid inside. So they don't want to do a full thickness bite like we do the vessel. They always take a partial bite to prevent the water come out, the liquid come out, also prevent the bacteria go into the eye. So when doing the partial bite, this needle shape is easier comparing to the round body. So after I got so many sutures, I know there's so many different things there. Okay, now and then goes to the tunnel. See, the same needle of the AO. So actually these ones, they should making it, the diameter should be smaller because it goes to a smaller vessel, right?
Yeah.
And then the suture also already half size of the AO. So after we pull the needle out, the suture cannot block the needle hole. So they should make the suture, the needle a little bit smaller, like at least like 100 micron instead of this 130 micron. And then now this is the 11O, 50 micron. 50 micron is almost half size of this one and 1/3 of this one. And take a look at the size, the length of the needle, 3.8. And think about the 11O suture is designed for sub-millimeter vessel. Sub-millimeter vessel is good to use a 3.8 millimeter long needle. Why they make it on a AO suture? AO suture is used in a big vessel.
Yeah.
They use the same length of the needle for the sub-millimeter. So it's crazy, right?
It is.
So I realized it's not designed by the surgeon. The company, okay, I have this kind of needle, and then I have this kind of suture, okay, I mix it up, and then make a heavy product.
Yeah.
So like this one is actually the wrong product. So for us, Like if you are you go to a well-established plastic surgery, they have everything, so you don't need to worry about anything. If you are the first microsurgeon, when the nurse asks you, "Oh, Jaina, what suture do you like?" Don't tell them AO,
Yeah.
or they buy you a full box of AO. You have to use it for suffer for 10
Yeah.
to maybe 2-3 years about using that wrong suture.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the liver transplant lab. So take a look at this one.
Mm-hmm.
AO, 170 micron diameter, and that's 8 millimeter long. And the suture is crazy long, 60 centimeter.
Yeah.
So if you go to, have you go to like the cardiovascular surgery or transplant surgery?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see they tie nuts, they hand tie nuts.
Mm-hmm.
So like in plastic surgery, we use instrument to tie nuts. In a microsurgery, in a transplant, they hand tie nuts. Like when they hold the suture, the nurse will spray water on their glove, so making to prevent the suture sticky on the glove, and then they hand tie like this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Like the AO sutures, really very tiny. They can hand tie, and you can see there's double arm. So most of the time they use running suture. They just run all the way and then tie the knot at the end. Cardiovascular surgery, you do the bypass, they also hand tie nuts. And yeah, there's something special in different specialties. Yeah, that's why they use double arm. They run both sides and then they mat at the end and then tie a knot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this is a 12O. 12O is the smallest needle available in the US. In Japan, there's 13O. 13O is like this is you can see it's 2 millimeter long, the needle, and 50 micron, and 3.8, that's 3/8 circumference, taper tip. You see that it's 8 millimeter long, 0.01 metric. In Japan, there's smaller needle for the 13O suture. The needle length is 0.8 millimeter, less than 1 millimeter, the needle. That's the finest needle in the world. This is finest needle in the US. Do you see the needle? This is AO. I think this is like a 6 millimeter long needle. It's AO suture. This is the 9O suture. This is a 5.1 millimeter long needle and 100 micron. So this is the 12O, 50 micron and 2 millimeter long needle. If you watch from outside, you barely can see the needle. Okay, now you try.
So with these smaller needles, like, do you still recommend like grabbing like about 2/3 the way back, or would you recommend like trying to, depending on like I guess how far you need to like take the bite determines how far back on the needle you grab?
Yeah. So we will talk about how to hold in the needle. It's 1/3 away from the tip,
Okay.
or from the tail. That's most of the time we holding that. But when we understand the goal of the needle tip, and then we will, it's not about how 1/3 or 2/3. The goal is to holding the needle tip straight.
Like that, and then just turn. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now you just use the most expensive needle holder to pick up the finest needle in the U.S. Now let's get a suture. So this is the nail. Okay. Now when we take the needle out, so at the beginning we should use the tail from the sponge first,
Okay.
and then go to pick up the needle. Don't pull the suture and try to pull it out, because sometimes the needle stuck in there. And then when we pulling the suture, you break the suture from the needle. Okay. Now you take the needle out and from the microscope, under the microscope.
Okay, so it's curved upward. Okay.
You can use dilator.
Dilator?
Yeah, dilator is
Okay.
use the 0.3 dilator. Oh, got magnetized. Okay, now you can demagnetize it. Okay, I will tell you how to do it. Now, okay. Oh no,
Oh,
one
no?
by one.
One by one?
So you need to holding the button, and then you put it in and out. Don't touch the touch will got magnetized.
Okay.
Don't touch it. Okay. Yeah. Go in. All the way in and out. Okay. See if that's better. Yeah. See.
Yay. Okay.
Okay.
I'll
And then
do
needle holder.
this one. That's
Yeah.
a little
Try
bit.
one more time. Yeah.
Okay. Nope, still a little bit magnetized.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, still a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So think about the depths. So we keep lower to prevent it go out of the depths. Okay, now you can stitch one stitch here, and then tie a knot, and then we can start from there. I will show you some tips to. Use the needle holder to take it out. Because the forceps the tip is tiny, so it's not designed to pick up the needle. Okay. Yeah, pull the suture out a little bit first. Yeah.
see why they leave such long tails.
Oh, the tail should be like this long, like 5-6 millimeter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or a little bit shorter. Yeah. The long tail is sometimes you have to tie inside the knot and making it hard to take it out. Take a look at the direction of the suture. Yeah, make it tie a flat knot. And we go this way.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so pick up the tail of the tip of the suture. And yeah, now you know like shorter, like
Yeah.
this short is better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, one loop is good. Two loop
Okay.
is surgeon's knot. Yeah, one loop most. The first knot we will like to tie surgeon's knot because to secure the first tie. And then after that we make one loop is good.
How many knots do you like to do? 4?
3 is good. Most of
Three?
the time, yeah, one surgeon's knot and then 2 more.
Okay.
And that's good enough for most of the time. Okay, now let me show you some tips.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the beginning, we get used to like we pass the suture needle from instrument to instrument,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes the instrument is rigid, suture is rigid, or the needle is rigid. So pass the needle from instrument to instrument is hard.
Mm-hmm.
So we can dangling the needle so they touch the surface and then we pick it up.
Okay.
That's easier at the beginning. So this is the forehand method. So we holding the needle is pointing forward. So sometimes we will holding the needle like uppercut.
Okay.
Yeah, when the vessel is laying like in this direction. And then when we do anastomosis, this is the worst scenario, from the lower right to the upper left. It's hard to holding the instrument like that.
Yeah.
So we just holding the needle like that. So making it. So one of my
Mhm.
Japanese friend, he published a small paper, named this one as a uppercut.
Uppercut.
Yeah, boxing uppercut method.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a backhand technique. So sometimes when we use in a different situation, we use the backhand technique like that way. So there's not a right way or wrong way. So it's depends on the situation. And here, like most of the time, we're holding right here. The goal is to making the needle tip horizontally to the surface. I think about this is the vessel.
Okay.
We don't want to hold them too close to the tail, so we pointing up. And then we have to adjust a lot to do the PS, right? And then we don't want to hold them too close to the tip. We're pointing down, and there's a higher risk of hitting the back wall.
Mm-hmm.
So we're holding the right spot. The goal is we want the needle tip pointing forward and then horizontal to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to adjust too much to do the entry and exit bind. So when after we finish the bind, take out the needle. So if we still hold the needle holder like this way, before we can close the arm,
Mm-hmm.
the arm already hit the needle away, right? So we should turn the needle holder a little bit and match the curve of the needle holder, and then turn and take it out.
Okay.
And then avoid pass the suture from instrument to instrument like this way. When we're pulling it out, just use one hand to pull it all the way out. Mostly we use our left hand because now it's on our left side. And then what we need to do is our eye keep watching the short end until it's like this 5-6 millimeter. Let's put it in the middle. so the camera can catch. So, and then tying knots, there's different method you will see in the OR. So mostly the method is translated from the general practice. Like this is the same method like you did, is the same method we did in the general practice. I think about we use our needle holder, right? Our right hand, and then we take a bite, and then we take it out, and then like exactly the same thing we do in microsurgery. We do after we finish the bite, and then we take it out, and then we turn our hand and take it out. Now we tie knots. Tie knots with the left hand holding the suture, make loops on the needle holder, and then tie knots. And then the first knot we want to lay it flat, and then we cross our hand. The second knot is in the right direction, so we just hold it left to right. The third knot we cross our hand again. So this is the general practice method. So in the microsurgery, we can translate this method from the general practice, like what you just did. So now we hold the suture, and then we bring by the left hand, and then we make loops. And then we, most of the time, make a surgeon's knot for the first knot, like this way, and the second, this way. So this is a square knot because it's the opposite direction. So now you can see, it's secure well, I even cannot tie it down, the square knot. It can prevent them not getting loose for the third knot. But you can feel when we tie knots, when we have to cross our hand, you will feel not comfortable, right? Cross the instrument is also even harder under the microscope. So at the beginning, in our teaching, we use another teaching method for the beginner, for the PGY1 student. So we start holding the suture on our right hand. So the first knot, see, we don't need to cross our hand, and then we can tie it down. The knot is flat, right? And then the second knot, we pass the hand suture. That's a square knot, right?
Okay.
And then third method, pass the suture. So we pass the suture to avoid
Crossing the hand.
cross the hand.
Okay.
So this method has two advantages. One is we pass suture, we don't need to think how to cross our hand. So sometimes it's confused, and that's why sometimes at the beginning you will see the student will struggle. Pass the suture, we just tie knots, so you have more fun. Because the brain is lazy, the brain don't want to think, and you just do it. Have you watched that movie, Top Gun?
Yeah, I've seen the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the conversation is, just do it, don't think, because when you driving a fighter jet, it's kind of everything you just cannot think how to do it. You just making it like just naturally you can, like a muscle memory or something. That's the best one. So it's like this one is also. I don't want the PGY1 student, they just get started and they have to struggle too much on that. I want everyone just have fun. So this suture, you have more fun at the beginning. And the second advantage is this method trains both our left hand and right hand to able to tie knots instead of you only able to tie knots on our right hand. And that's the goal of the training, improve our hands dexterity. So. Okay, I will let you try these two methods.
Okay.
Okay, now we didn't see the needle, right? but
Yeah.
if you still see the suture, so the best way is we just pull the suture and then the needle will come back. Okay.
So for this, you're saying to do it this other way. So you're saying
Yeah.
to hold it like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Here I want you to remember the ratio of the suture. Like the long end should be, you should holding like 2.5 to 3 times of the short end.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the best length we can make 2 loops and don't have to pull it very far away out of the field.
Yeah, I was more talking about like having the suture in the right hand versus left
Yes,
hand.
yes.
So you hold. So for the first throw, if you're right-handed, you hold it with the right
Yeah.
instead. Okay. So that. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay.
And then you pass it
That's
off.
the suture. Yeah. Okay, go on the top. Now here, if we make up this long end will go into the knot. Go here. Yeah, so holding this one a little bit longer, so you will have more freedom to make loops.
Okay.
Yeah, holding it harder so we can catch the suture better. Yeah. Now you tie a very good square knot. The knot won't get loose because it. Okay.
And you switch it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Keep going. Tie a couple more knots. Yeah, holding
So
a
we
little
mean,
longer.
yeah, a little bit longer.
Yeah. Good. Nice. Okay, yeah.
It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, start a new one. So, yeah, keep lower. So because the fill is not
Mhm.
the depth is minimum. Yeah, go here. Okay. Okay, I want to share you one more tip in here. When we holding the suture, when we make loops, if we make loops here, we need to travel. So when you go to see the OR, you may see, oh, the teacher is so fast. That's the secret. They bring the loops, the suture very close to the short end. So they make loops and then catch.
Okay.
See? So they don't need to travel. And then the second one is also like just make loop right above of the short end.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see, oh, so fast. Actually, it's not fast, not moving fast.
Yeah.
Just something you can see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you tie some more knots.
Okay.
Now it should pass by to the forceps. Now this one. Yeah. Keep the arm close. Yeah, so it won't catch the suture. Yeah, move it to here. Yeah. Nice. I can see you're making progress.
Good teacher.
Nice. Yeah. And then there's when the resident getting better, we will teach two more different methods. So one method is the airborne method. Airborne means like we don't need to put down the short end. I think about his a surgical field. Once we put down the short end we will attach to the soft tissue and connecting tissue, making it really hard picking it up. So this method allow you keeping the suture in the air, right? Control the short end. See, it's the fire. So you control it. It's kind of that. Control the short end.
Oh, okay.
So we control the short end, don't let it fall down. So this is the method we teach the resident. Because it's very fun, so once the resident got this method, it becomes their own method. Yeah, and then when they, in some tough situation, like if we walk in a deep space, if you suppose, like this method sometimes it still fly away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's another method, it's 100% sure we can control the both end. So if you're walking in a deep space, your assistant is not as good, not very good in helping you.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want don't want to lose the short end in hiding somewhere. Or it's really hard to pick up. So this method, you have 100% control both of your end. So this one looks slow, but it's very efficient. So microsurgery, one quote I like to say is slow is fast. Slow down and spend enough time on every step, and then to be fast is be efficient, remove that wasting step, and also doing the things right in the first time instead of after a long day and then at night have a flat ticket. That's horrible. So slow down, get things right. Sometimes I can see the student they try to move fast because like in the OR, sometimes and the most is almost the end of the surgery. Everyone wants to go home and want to get them quicker. The nurse, PA, and everyone. But yeah, don't try to be fast. Spend enough time and enjoy that.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. Because you pick microsurgery as your career, that's your life. You don't want any minute of your life go past fast. So slow down and enjoy your life.
I appreciate that.
Okay, now you can try. There's two things you can try now.
Okay.
You may try a little bit more, like about 10 minutes. One is we try the airborne method.
Okay.
Another one is the stitching method. Stitching method, like how to pierce the vessel. Which one do you like?
Let's pierce the vessel.
Pierce the vessel. Yeah. So pierce the vessel, like when we're doing the general practice. Nothing about. We turn our hand and then stitch. I try to kind of like perpendicular to the edge and then come out from like, and then we turn our hand. When we piercing the skin and something. So in a microsurgery, let's go to this very simple model. That's our focus a little bit, so we go up a little bit because there are some. Okay, now we stitch hundreds on here. So it's a very simple method when a model. So we use different model for different purpose. The thing about this is a vessel. This is the two sides of the edge. So, like if you use the traditional method, okay, now you stitch one, and then I will share you the tips. Okay, now stitch on here. This is 12 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock. Yeah, good, nice. Yeah, keep going. Are you in good focus now? Yeah, I want to make sure you can see clear. Because I just adjust the microscope, I can see clear, but I'm not sure I need to make sure you can see clear also.
There you go. Move my hand back some.
Yeah, good. Yeah, pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay, now I want you to show, when we stitch, there's two things very important is like we go back to the needle direction. So like think about holding like this, needle pointing up, making it pierce really hard. When we turn under the turn the instrument in the microscope, it's not so comfortable. So needle direction, there's two things I want to talk about. One is horizontal to the surface, so we don't need to turn. The second one is we want the vessel, the suture, parallel to the axis of the vessel. So if you're holding like this way, in and out, it looks like that. Or once the suture is in, the needle is in the vessel, and then we turn, you feel really hard. So we're holding the needle parallel to the axis of the vessel. So this way can help us just do in and out and line up the entry and exit point. So the most important thing is the pierce method. Like the traditional conventional method, we use translate from the OR, transfer from the general practice. We turn, and then we turn. What happens is sometimes we bend the needle as we try to pulling it up. So we do slightly differently in the microsurgery. So we put the forceps to support it, and all we need to do is just move forward our needle. Okay, I will show you how to do it. We raise the edge, and then we press down. When we press down, it will create a difference between the needle pierce point and the edge. So all we need to do is just move forward. And then on this side, you did the same way like me. So we see that you keep the needle in the air instead of like in the general practice we go to try to catch, we hook up. Yeah. There will be high risk of catch the back wall. So we don't want to hit the back wall because that's the biggest error you will cause the clot. So we keep the needle in the air, and then we pick up the distal end and put it on the tip. That's 100% sure there's only the front wall in the needle. So, and then we press the distal down, and then all we need to do, our hand is just move forward again. And then we move forward all the way as far as we can, and then we take the needle out. Yeah, so this is the special pierce method.
Okay.
In microsurgery. It's simple. Simplify our right hand, use our left hand to help instead of using the same method of the general practice. Because general practice, we can turn our forearm, rotate our forearm very easy. But under the microscope, it's hard to use. We should use our finger to minimum using our forehand and try not to use our bicep. Okay, yeah, you try. Yeah, so this method making is kind of like when I just get started, I bend the needle again and again, but I don't know why. And then slowly I getting better. I never bend the needle again, but I don't know what has been changed in my hand. I just feel, oh, I'm doing better now. Yeah, nice.
Okay, the switching the hands method makes everything so much easier.
Yeah. Slowly we establish a system to just making the very easy for the beginner, very easy to get started. Microsurgery still naturally still hard, not easy,
Mm-hmm.
but making the training to get started easier, making it has more fun.
Yeah.
Instead of like me, I was so struggle at the beginning. I make a lot of mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
but that makes me a better teacher because when I looking at you guys, I feel just seeing myself in the past. Okay, try one more.
Okay. Well, I can definitely tell you were a fantastic teacher. That was fun.
Yeah. So, actually, a lot of things we just translate from the regular surgery practice technique.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a suture. Okay, now your hand high enough. Okay, nice, very good. So, why you cross the suture?
Because it makes it like more flat.
Yeah, so you can lay a flat nap. We don't need to cross our hand.
Mm-hmm.
So in the microsurgery, why we starting holding the lock?
Ah, same principle. Okay.
Yeah. You doing this one
Uh-huh.
in a general practice. Now you make more sense of why we doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. So this one is for that purpose.
Okay, that makes it so much more sense.
Yeah. So actually, like when we tie knots everywhere, here we tie knots on a backpack, we tie knots on a water bottle, we tie knots on a bunk bed, the toe of that.
Mm-hmm.
But when we are the student, we just tie knots, and we cross our hand to lay the nut flat. But when I was when I went to the OR the first time, what I saw the professor is he get the suture and then he do the same way of you did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, wow, we crossed our hands so hard to lay a flat nut. But actually once they get a suture, they naturally just cross their hand and then don't cross the suture to avoid cross the hand.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. Did they tell you?
Actually, Rachel told me.
Yeah. So when we, as a medical student, the teacher didn't tell us, okay, you cross your suture.
Mm-hmm.
They probably thought you can learn it later. Okay, I don't tell you. So this is one of the secret when I discover when I went to the OR, cross the suture, making it so convenient from here on microsurgery. Yeah, I'm very happy.
You can thank Rachel for that because she
Yeah.
actually taught me that this week.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of things is translated from the general practice, and then we can. Microsurgery is not a special thing. It's already there, like an instrument through the forceps. We just follow everything from everywhere. Follow the technique, modify a little bit, and become my microsurgery skill. Okay, let's wrap up today. Yeah. You don't have the ring line.
I know.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. Yeah. Thank you for you to came to our channel. So today we practice. Yeah. Now it's already almost 2 hours. Yeah. We don't feel the time. Every time we feel just like how long do you feel?
That felt like maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah. 30 minutes. So that means we have a lot of fun. We don't feel the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I went to the karate class. That's 45 minutes. After 30 minutes, I always look at the clock. Oh, that's 15 minutes. So microsurgery is still more fun.
It is fun.
Yeah. And yeah, today we talk about the microscope, the suture, and the instruments, and then we practice knot tying method and also the stitching method. So yeah, I'm very happy Jaina can kind of, when we talk about the method of the general practice and the microsurgery skill, actually they transferable. It's kind of, so microsurgery, there's not much secret. It's not a special or different things from everything. It's all from our general practice, but we just do it slightly differently. So microsurgery, when you're getting better in general practice, also you can learn microsurgery faster. So yeah, and yeah, now I believe like Jaina, after today's practice, when she go to the OR, sit down in the microscope, he will understand how to get started and set up the microscope, and even helping in a micro case.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So Jaina, tell us a little bit like one or two points now in your mind you feel is very helpful today.
I would say the first is like that switching hands, like starting off with the suture in the right hand and then going, because that way you don't have to cross the hands and it's a lot less clumsy and like you're less likely to get the microscope to get out of focus. And then also I really want to try like the air knotting like next time. Like that would be fun because because like there was at one point where like the tail was getting kind of stuck and I couldn't quite pick it up. So I imagine when everything is like bloody or like fatty and stuff, it can be quite difficult. So I am excited to try that air knot.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So and you can see the video on our YouTube channel. And you also can go to our join our Facebook group. So when I doing the live streaming, I will share the information there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. So if you like microsurgery, please subscribe and share. And if you want us to teach you microsurgery, please reach out to us. We go overseas to teach micro course. Like last couple weeks, we went to Dominican Republic to teach a course. There's more than 100 residents sign up. And we also went to South America, Egypt, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Vietnam, teach multiple course since a couple years ago. Yeah, if you reach out to us, we may show up in your hospital. Yeah, we bring everything there. Okay, bye.